Do you want any more kids, or are you done?
Oh yeah, I want more kids.
Like how many?
Like one, I think.
So like the person you're
I don't
dating, you see like a future with them?
I think the question you were asking me is if I wanted more kids, and I feel like I want more kids, and
Yeah.
I feel like at this point in my life, right?
Yeah.
The relationship is amazing to have, right? But that's not what I'm basing having a kid on, because
Right.
I'm very non-traditional. I feel like you can co-parent without being in a relationship. Maybe just two people say, "Hey, you want a kid? I want a kid. Let's just have a kid, and like let's just see."
Really? So you would
I'm
do
very
that?
like free spirit. I'm very open and just.
Meanwhile, this was Jalen Green last night. They say don't nobody work harder than a dude with a new baby on the way. Oh man, so Draya. They on your ass. It even got to the point that Draya had to go ahead and turn off her damn comments. But Draya Michelle has trapped Jalen Green. And I don't know what the man was thinking, but hey, we're here right now. She's trapped the NBA player that plays for the Houston Rockets, promising potential to be a, all-star one day. But she's trapped that man into a baby. She said this right here. Y'all see on the screen. She said this and thought things gonna be all sweet. So she says, "Happy International Women's Day. As a woman, we navigate through so much, often leading us to question, what is my purpose? For me, the magic lies in motherhood and the awe-inspiring ability to bring life into this world over the span of 2 decades. It's my superpower. And if anything can surpass the wonder of being a woman, it's the privilege of bringing another woman into existence. We are overjoyed to share our love for you, little girl. I'm excited to speak words to the daughter I never thought I'd have. We are anxious about your arrival, but take your time. This world can be tough, but know you are being brought into a space of love, security, and adornment. 28 weeks, 7 months, coming May 2024, girl mom." Okay? So she thought she was sweet, she shared these photos. She shared these photos on her social media account. Everything, Draya, yeah, all that stuff like that. So she thought it was gonna be sweet. Posted what if it works out right there, but they on her head, men and women. 2024 has been very, very interesting. I ain't never seen this many topics with men and women on the same damn page. It's crazy as hell, but hey man, it's cool. So person right here said, Scotty Beam saying, "Y'all gotta lock Draya up. Draya was a deadbeat to the first son, then goes and funks a man the same age as him and gets pregnant. Sorry, I can't support all women. Some of y'all are actually very stupid. This is grimy as hell, even by Draya standards. Damn. Draya is a disgusting AB having a baby by a 21-year-old, and you 40 is some nasty and predatory work. Don't she got a son? How would she feel if some old ass woman came sniffing behind her child? Having a baby for a check is deplorable behavior." We knew Draya was knocked up when she was wobbling out the Rockets game with those 5X overalls on. She's trifling as fun for getting pregnant by someone who's the same age as her son. I hope she has a healthy pregnancy. She's still trifling as funk. Draya don't even like kids. Why she keep having them? Damn. Draya is a beautiful example of why I don't support all women. I'd be a stupid and foolish woman to support all of you because some of you are truly dumb as funk. Damn, boy, they going in. Alright, so here's what some people are saying about Jalen Green. So meeting Jalen Green after seeing Draya last IG post.
"I can't co-sign that, big brother, but I ain't mad at you for what you do."
Facts though. Jalen Green and Orlando Scandrick, dog. Yeah, she done got 2 dudes that play professional ball. Damn. They get them every time to be the same types. Hell nah. Y'all ever seen this movie? Oh, good ass movie, bro. Fool been doing a lot of interviews lately, dog. I think named Tyron. Everybody had to see men in society, right? They saying Draya shortly after she peed on the stick.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Got him.
Right where we want him.
Hell nah, man. Draya, after she saved her pregnancy reveal for International Women's Day, ended up getting dragged. Okay, so this is interesting. This dude said this right here. So I saw on IG like yesterday that Draya used to babysit Jalen Green's ex, laugh my fucking ass off. Like she's really sick. Like let's peep this right here, dog, because I seen this. So this is Jalen Green's ex right here, and you got Draya in the comment section This is them two in the pictures together, Bria Hicks. And she's saying, could our highlight be any saucier? My baby. And this is something else with Dre in the comment section with the hard eyes. You're growing up so fast. And this is the caption to that post. So it says, I can't get over how Draya Michele was all in Bria Hicks' house and watched her grow up to only start dating that young girl ex-boyfriend, Jalen Green. Shaking my head. Draya is dead wrong. She could be dating someone her own age, let alone this girl worked for you. You knew her mother and was under all of her pics' dirty work. Now Bria Hicks should date Draya's son. Yeah, that's interesting. Chase for the bag. It's ruthless out here. They fight for that bag, man. So they say Jalen Green plays just as much of a role as Draya did. They both made a choice. These young men be crashing out over a high school crush. These are not victims. That's how I be feeling when I see sometimes these dudes be with goddamn people like Amber Rose or what's the other shit named Black China and stuff.
Let's be fair. Let's not take nothing personal. Let's be fair.
Florida shit. Shout out Kaya. Jalen Green turned 22 back in February. Draya's son at the same age. She's having Jalen's baby.
You don't see something wrong with that? Okay.
Let's pause this before that strike come. Jalen Green clearly didn't want a young dumb bitch, so he got an old one. These folks crazy. Jalen Green, what are you doing, man? Oh, they got the Iggy. They got the classic Iggy meme trying to tell Wiggins, man, get your shit together, bro. Get in his ear. Get in his ear, bro. Talk to that boy. Talk to that boy. Yeah, we don't do that type of shit, you feel me? A part of the game is that, my nigga. Yeah, talk to him. So Draya dead wrong. However, stop infantilizing Jalen Green. That is a 22-year-old man. He has tons of options and he chose to be Draya's baby daddy. If the roles were reversed, I would still say the same thing. I'm just surprised that y'all are speaking this way, you know, with the roles being where they are. Draya just secured another bag. Jalen Green dumb as hell, getting a 39-year-old woman pregnant. When you're 22 and a multi-millionaire, you got to be better with your decisions. Hope he has a long career in the NBA. A lot of that money about to be in child support fees. Draya's family portrait. Hey, look at Chloe belly, dog. That's crazy. That's crazy, dog. Oh, homie says Draya Michele is 39, is pregnant by this 22-year-old NBA player. Jalen Green is just sick. This is just sick. Take advantage of that, young man. You could have secured a retired athlete or a coach. Jalen's the same age as your son. I know his mama like, you know, going off like that. So, but we got Torrey Hart, man. Hold on. Torrey Hart, you are starting to be one of them people, dog. If you know what I mean by one of them people, like, you know, real bird tendencies, Torrey Hart.
Y'all can mind y'all business, right?
That's crazy. That's crazy. I say she got bird tendencies and she got bird chirping in the background.
I mean, listen, I'm not mad at Draya at all. Draya, yeah, okay? Everybody in the uproar talking about, oh my God, she old enough to be his mom. Oh my God, his mom probably watched Basketball Wives. And yeah, his mama did watch Basketball Wives. And you know what? He probably watched it with her. And that's why he went after Draya. He wanted some of that cougar. He wanted some of that cougar snatch. He wanted some of that. Don't get it twisted. Listen, if he wanted to pull out, he would have pulled out. He didn't pull out. That cougar had him in a chokehold. So y'all know y'all can mind y'all business.
Okay. Hey. Yeah, it's truth is truth. Truth is truth. Okay, so we got Draya now speaking. She says, get comfortable with being misunderstood. Only a fraction of people will be able to truly grasp your essence. You are not only anyone else's, you are not on anyone else's timeline of comprehension. Also, it's none of your business how others choose to perceive you. Most High see you clearly. Let that be enough. She shared that on her Instagram story. Let's see people's reactions to that, dog, because y'all know in these comment sections they be talking that cash money trash. So this lady right here says, men be dating super young women all the time. Let Draya get her groove back. She did nothing wrong. I wonder how you be, what you be saying. You know, do you have the same energy? Only people that understand predators are other predators. Diddy may understand you, Draya. Damn, girl, shut up. There's not time to be fake deep. I truly feel bad for her. Son, this has got to be humiliating. I would never. Yeah, dog, some more of the same. But I want to sit back and chill and do a reaction. I haven't done a reaction in a long time. We got Queen Chama. Hold on. We got Queen Chama talking that shit. So we are going to check out what Queen Chama got to say about this topic because she usually be on point with things. So let's see what she's saying.
So hey y'all, I'm back with another video. So tonight's video is yet again another Chioma Chats video podcast edition. So by the title, we're going to be talking about model, TV personality, and socialite Draya Michelle being 39
This nigga got painted nails, so we should have already known by then.
years old and pregnant by her 22-year-old boyfriend, Jalen Green. Now, speculations about Draya being pregnant have been floating around for weeks, maybe even a few months. But today she decided to confirm that she is indeed pregnant. Draya Michelle is most known for her appearance on the show Basketball Wives, which she appeared on the first season back in like 2010, 2011, and was on the show for 4 seasons. She is also known for dating a slew of rappers and athletes. She was engaged to former Dallas Cowboy Orlando Scandrick, who is a former NFL cornerback. He's a 12-year veteran, and they share a son named Drew. Draya is also a mother to a 21-year-old son that she shares with an ex from a previous relationship prior to fame. And yes, her son is 21, and her newest baby daddy is 22. That's why this is a scandalous tale to tell. Now, I'll be real, I've never watched the original seasons of Basketball Wives. I've actually never even watched The Real Housewives, not once. I just started watching Basketball Wives Orlando just because I saw some discourse about it, and y'all can let me know what y'all think of that season. I'm almost done with the season. But the show basically takes women who were either dating or engaged to or full-blown married to professional NBA players and just showcases their lifestyles, their businesses, and overall their drama. So with that being said, Draya is no stranger to drama, so her involvement with someone who was honestly almost half her
Crazy thing is, like, that's all the wives you don't want to be. Most of them chicks on that show was just baby mamas, bro. Or failed relationships, dog. I used to watch that shit. That was like one of the first times that I watched reality TV. I ain't had much to do. I was legit just like, I ain't shit to do. And plus, I like to look at women, dog. I like looking at women. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I like looking at women. Fight me about it. I don't care.
Age is not too far-fetched, even though, yes, it is crazy. Draya and Jalen started dating last summer in July 2023, and it's actually crazy to think about it now that she's announcing her pregnancy less than a year later. The age gap is the biggest point everyone is questioning, like what the hell does a 39-year-old woman have in common or have business with someone who is 21? And I think age gap relationships have become more of a topic over the years as we've seen older men with younger women, which is usually a bit more normal, and I say that loosely, than older women with younger men. And in this case, to bring a child into a situation where the age gap is already strikingly
That's my lady was talking about. She told me, she was like, why
enormous,
people...
it's things that
She was like, she obviously pregnant while she lying about it. I don't be knowing what the hell be going on. Y'all think I be on, have my finger on what be going on, but some shit, it gotta be crazy for me to see it. I'm like, okay, maybe my subscribers may want to watch this shit. I don't know.
make me go, So I wanted to talk about
I'm really always into sports, to be honest. It's just sports for me. Sports, that's what I consume.
this because this was a viral story and all of the speculations are finally confirmed. So I've broken this video down into one overall main talking point. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. So my one and overall talking point is just discussing the aspect of this relationship, the social perception, and the reality of it. Draya Michelle is very seasoned in the industry of entertainment. She's been on TV, she's dabbled in fashion, she has a fashion line that's a swimwear line, she's a model, and I know I'm gonna get flack for saying this, but she's been around. Do with that information what you will. Her reputation has been formulated to be one of those women who has had her fair share of rich and or famous men. And I personally don't think there's anything wrong with dating higher earning men, dating famous men, dating men who accentuate a woman's journey for a certain lifestyle. I think oftentimes we demonize women who want luxury, who want hypergamy, and who want to associate themselves with that 1%. But I do think that the way how some women go about it is the reason why there is backlash. Draya seems to be very mixy with the types of men that she's dated and has not had much success in the relationship department.
I'm just thinking to myself, dog. I'm like, bro, you seen all them dudes that she was linked to, bro? Bring that bit back. Hold on, bring that bit back.
Think
Hold on, bring
luxury
it back.
accentuate.
She beat the buzzer. Y'all ever seen goddamn Waterboy when the kicker was trying to figure out who to kick the onside kick to? He's like, I don't know. They're like, oh, there's my bitch, and that's my bitch right there. That's how she looked at Jalen Green. Like, I gotta beat this buzzer with some stupid young dumb athlete because I'm about to hit that age where I ain't gonna be able to have no more kids. She found one, beat the buzzer, and hit the lottery. Cause this boy got about 3 good more contracts if he continue being straight. You know, he's athletic, got a name. He be in the blogs and shit. He about got like 2-3 more contracts with for show of great money coming in, unless some shit changed drastically. Hopefully he don't pull the you know, my boy KJ put a KJ on this shit, dog. Y'all know KJ. Shit, crickets for that boy, huh? Let's keep listening.
A woman's journey for a certain lifestyle. I think oftentimes we demonize women who want luxury, who want hypergamy, and who want to associate themselves with that 1%. But I do think that the way how some women go about it is the reason why there is backlash. Draya seems to be very mixy with the types of men that she's dated and has not had much success in the relationship department. I remember I watched a video about the history of her relationship with Orlando Scandrick, and it's been a lot of mess, even arrest, violence, breakups, on and off in regards to that. And if it wasn't healthy, then kudos to them for going their separate ways. But I realize
I'm sorry. I'm only watching this shit because the aunties. I know the aunties like watching certain things with me on my channel and tapping into certain things. So this is the video for the aunties at this point. But I've been looking at, I just got caught up by seeing goddamn Kanye pop up on my story. Y'all been seeing Kanye wear a lot of Nike lately? Kanye and Nike is the most interesting shit. Hold on, back up, lady. But Kanye been wearing a lot of Nike and shit lately, though. That shit interesting to see. All right, let's get back to it. Let me see. I might not watch much more of this. I don't really care, to be honest.
That with a lot of women, especially some of these women who are a bit older in entertainment, there's been a trend of being a cougar. We all saw Larsa Pippen. That was definitely a crazy situation. Now, what I think what a cougar is very comical, but there's also some truth to it. It's an older woman who decides to have an intimate relationship with someone who is significantly younger than them. And it's only given to women. There's no such thing as like a male cougar. I think a male cougar, in theory, is what people deem to be a man with options or a man who has enough money and power to maintain his youth through dating younger women when he is indeed old.
Let's be real. They don't make it endearing when you talk about a male cougar, but there is a name for it. It's called a sugar daddy. But if you don't have money, then they call him a predator. But they still may call the dude that's the sugar daddy predator too. But it's not endearing. Cougar is something to make it endearing. You know, that's why there's no name for it. It's not a slight that there's no name for it. It's actually worse that there's no name for it, because the name that they use is something that's like, you know, putting a jacket on somebody that they wouldn't want to have.
This with a boatload of men in the industry through dating younger women when he is indeed old. We've seen this with a boatload of men in the industry. The other day I talked about Rick Ross being almost 50 years old but dating women who are in their 20s and early 30s. I talked about P. Diddy, who was notorious for this. And I would also like to mention Hugh Hefner. I don't think people forget about him, but he has definitely made an artificial glamorous spectacle of being older but having the attraction of young women, especially those who are fresh 18 or early 20s, and making it seem like there's an ethical and admirable look to their union. I would love to do a Hugh Hefner Playboy deep dive, because after watching the series on Hulu, I hope he's burning in hell. But back to the point, Draya Michele is now being slandered for her dating choice, and I think rightfully so. I don't think there's a problem with age gaps in certain relationships. If you're 31 but your man is 36, so be it. Or as a woman, if you're 29 but your man is 25, so be it. I don't think there's anything wrong with a 4 or 5 year age gap, man or woman. But when we're talking about almost 20 years of an age difference, almost 2 decades of an age difference, I have to look at you like you're crazy. So Draya has now announced that she's pregnant. She's doing this today, which is International Women's Day of all days, but shout out to all the women, go us. And she says the following: happy #International Women's Day.
You did this already.
So my judgment really isn't coming from a place of detest for
That's Dave East back there.
Draya, let alone her being pregnant. I think my reservation stems from the type of message it puts out, as well as the potential intent for her choice. Jalen Green is 22 years old, very young, but he is an NBA player who has been making a lot of noise.
Speaking of, Jalen Green had a nasty, he caught a body today, boy, over another dunker, Anthony Simons. Piped on that boy, poster, legit poster. That shit might be up on his daughter's wall, like type shit.
I don't watch basketball, I don't tune into any games, but we all know that NBA players are usually the most paid athletes after baseball players. So I decided to Google Jalen Green's contract. He is currently signed to a 4-year, $40.8 million contract. It says that Green is earning just $8.9 million this season, the third on his 4-year rookie contract. Next offseason, Green will become eligible for an extension that could pay him up to 25% of the team's salary cap. So essentially what that means is he has performed well enough to obtain more money, more millions, and I think we'd be naive and foolish to think that that's not a factor in why Draya may have gone after him. I'm not saying that the love isn't real, I'm not saying that the love isn't genuine, I'm not saying that all of her intentions are bad, but as an almost 40-year-old woman and has already dealt with a boatload of athletes, I do have to question her motives, because she could have gotten with anybody else. She's a beautiful woman, whether her body is real or fake.
Wait, hold on. Could she? Could Cause she was with other dudes, but they wasn't dumb enough to get her pregnant.
She looks great. I wouldn't even think that she's almost 40, and that's just face card. And she does know better than a 22-year-old. If the roles were reversed and this was a man who impregnated someone in their early 20s, the automatic response would be that he's a thief of youth, he's a predator, he's grooming, and that he has no business dealing with someone almost half his age. So I would like to extend those same beliefs to Draya because she's a veteran in this. She's a veteran in obtaining well-to-do men, and she's a veteran in keeping her dating life attached to men like Jalen. I think we have to be real. A lot of us girls aren't stupid. We do consider financial income, we do consider status, we do consider the future of a man's career, whether he's in the potential stage or he's established, when we're making the choices to date. At least I hope women are. And with Draya being older, I know that she did. And I'll be real, athletes are not the smartest men. Who remembers Brittany Renner saying, if you want to come up off a check, then get with an athlete, specifically an NBA player. Apparently they don't use condoms, they love to spread their seed in any woman, and they're so focused on their sport that if you can distract them, there may be some monetary or social benefits for you. And of course, that's a stereotype. It doesn't apply to all athletes, but I do believe it's true just from working in that industry myself.
In my experience, the worst people to deal with are the athletes. None of them use condoms, really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, I mean, you could just fuck an athlete. They're really dumb.
Draya knows better, but I do want to get on Jalen. Of course he's young, this is going to be his first child, and of course he isn't as experienced as Draya, but he is a grown man. He's not dumb enough or young enough to not realize that someone of Draya's age most definitely doesn't just want him for him, especially knowing her history. He made the decision to spread his seed in her, knowing the consequences, and whether or not their relationship works out, the reputation that will follow him outside of the basketball court is kind of skeptical.
Hold on, but y'all remember when y'all was 22? I thought I knew a lot, but I ain't know shit, bro. These damn nails keep killing me, bro. That's enough right there. But when I was 22, bro, I thought I knew so much, but bro, there's so much more of life to get through. So he's still young. He's still legit. 22 is not, you could say that, you're going to be held accountable for your actions regardless, but that doesn't mean that your actions are going to be full thought out in comparison to an older man. It's much different, bro. It's way different. Some 22-year-olds are still in college, still getting bread for their parents and stuff. He just happened to be an athlete that's getting millions,
He's not a kid, so I'm not going to treat him as one. But in relation to Draya, he is a kid. Again, he's the same age as her oldest child. And I think that's also a huge concern. I mean, it profusely perturbs me that a woman would be so comfortable enough to date someone that is the same age as their child. And of course, Draya had a son very young, but that notwithstanding, it's not like there aren't other men who are around her age that she could be with. And let's wake that up.
But they're not stupid, Chama.
We often talk about how men who date younger women are doing so because the women who are their age either can see past their nonsense, or the fact that they're either childish or just not mature enough to deal with women in their age group, and or have something that is outwardly deterring that their peers do not want to deal with. Whether it's their financial status, their behavior, their baggage, or whatever it may be. So I'm gonna flip that back on Draya to say that because she has been with a lot of different men in entertainment, from rappers to athletes and some men alike, there are probably men in her age range that already know what she's about. And unfortunately, when you are a little bit more promiscuous as a woman, men judge you way harsher for that than men get judged for doing the same thing.
This is why I watch Choma. This is why I tap in with Choma, because I wanted her to make that point. That's why I kept making it, but she finally landed the plane.
It's an unfair reality of life, but that's why women are so quick to be called whores and hoes and pass-arounds, even if they've only been with a few men within the same industry. But let's be real. We know what Draya is about. She doesn't make apologies for it. So it's easier for her to obtain someone who's younger, who may not have as much knowledge and experience as someone in her age range, and could turn a blind eye to the reality of Draya. My biggest ick with this whole entire thing, outside of her baby daddy Jalen being the same age as her son, is the fact that Draya does indeed have her own baggage. And it's not her reputation, but it's the fact that she's already a mother of two. She's established in her career. She's been around for a long time. And now Jalen has somewhat of an obligation to take on that baggage just because he made a permanent decision to be tied to her forever. And as a young up-and-coming man, whether he would be in the NBA or not, I would never suggest that. I would never suggest for a woman in her 20s having a child by a man who already has children around her age, let alone multiple children in general, because it's just not a situation that that any young person needs to be in. I think people with kids should date people with kids. Unless you're young, like maybe you're 25 with a toddler and you meet a man who is around the same age as you that doesn't have kids, that's different. That's understandable. But to be someone who has a grown child as well as a young child, and now having a child with someone who is somewhat considered a child, I cannot give her points for that. So I know that we would write this off as Draya trapped him, Draya secured the bag. I mean, if you look at Jalen Green's comments ever since this came out earlier today, people are going in on him. His Instagram comment section says, "You wrong for getting that old lady pregnant. She about to get your money. Disappointing, you knocked up a ran through 40-year-old groupie. I know your parents pissed. How you let that 40-year-old trap you, bruh? You really got that granny pregnant. Out here shooting the club up, but can't shoot on the court. You supposed to been just hitting that joint, not get her pregnant. She's using you for your money, bro. You really fumbled the bag." So I'm not sure if these are trolls or from actual fans of him, but people are expressing their detest for his choice. And again, I don't watch basketball. Maybe there's some men listening or some ladies that are into basketball. Y'all can tell me if he's a good basketball player or not. But
Full of potential. Full of potential. He's athletic as fuck. Streaky shooter. He's supposed to be much more of a consistent shooter, but he's a streaky shooter. But the thing is, they're such a bad team that they had other draft picks that came in that may have a higher ceiling than him because he's had a couple years to go ahead and prove himself. But he's not. He's a volume shooter. Percentage isn't as good as I wanted to be to let him run the team and be the guy. That's why they brought in Fred VanVleet to go ahead and run the team, and I think Thompson is going to be the guy over there. Give him a couple years, that's going to be the dude on that team. Jabari Smith, full of potential as well. Alperen Sengun, that nigga's the monster. He may be the guy too, but as far as personality, Jalen has the personality. He has the it factor, but he just gotta be more consistent as a scorer.
to me, if his
Type of nigga you don't put in your parlay because you don't know what the fuck he gonna do.
contract is about to be extended, that means he's probably doing pretty well. And I know there's going to be comments that say that maybe the love is real, maybe she's being genuine, and that may be true. But again, I think we'd be deceiving ourselves if we didn't think that Draya also knows that at the end of the day, the financial benefit and the social gratification that it would bring to her personally is also very relevant. If an almost 40-year-old woman is going to get with someone half her age, finances and status is definitely being considered. Let's be real about it. I refuse to believe that Jalen Green didn't know who she was or what she's about, so I want to hold him accountable for making a decision that, yes, to the public doesn't look the best, but for himself as a young man, outside of the money that he has and the fame that he has, is this truly a decision that is stemming from genuine love, passion, and emotional honesty within their relationship? We have to question that. We're on the outside looking in, so obviously we don't know, but from common sense and common practice, usually that isn't the case. And looking at Draya's track record, she doesn't have the best character or good standing in that regard. And women change, people change. She's allowed to evolve and do better as we grow, and our mindsets alter as we age, and hopefully for the better. But I still think it's very deplorable for her to get knocked up by someone so young and so fresh in their career, knowing that bringing a child into this world is a tall task. I'm not that biased, so if I can shame Marcus Houston for marrying his wife when she was only 19 and he was definitely well over 35, then I got smoke for Draya. If I can shame Scott Disick for dating Sophia Richie when she had just turned 19 and he was in his late 30s, then I have smoke for Draya. There's no difference in the situations. However, to bring a baby into this is blatantly bewildering, big, bold behavior and absolutely abnormally aloof and audacious. Hope y'all like that alliteration. These two individuals are grown, so it is what it is. We're going to get over it as a society, but I really want to know where Jalen Green's parents, friends, mentors, teammates are in all of this. There's no one that would encourage a young, rich athlete to make a choice like this. So it does make me question how they got to this point, especially so soon. I could understand if they just had a sexual relationship or if he even took her to the altar before this. I may give it the slightest bit of grace, but to just have a baby mama who was almost 40 is really crazy. I don't know what Draya's true intentions are. I don't know if she plans on staying in this relationship or what it may be, but the optics aren't so good. And Jalen may be flattered by her interest in how he's able to acquire an older woman who is known for her beauty and her fame, but I'm not going to ignore the other nuances that are often true in situations like this. Age is not always a negative factor in relationships. Again, they're both adults. I'm not going to make excuses for a grown man or a grown woman's decision. And Draya, it's almost impressive that you can still attract a man who is half your age, But still, having a baby by someone who is the same age as your child and is at the beginning of his career is beyond wild. These grown people made a grown choice, but their business is now public, and I'm still very interested to see how this is all going to go down. I actually wish both of them the best because it is a challenging situation regardless, and I hope that there's no ill intent from both sides. A lot of grown men do things like this all the time, and we shouldn't give passes to it. Yes, they're both legally abiding adults with the legal age to be in a relationship, but all in all, this just doesn't seem right. We shall see what happens next. So that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please let me know your commentary on my commentary down below. What do you
I mean, I pretty much gave my commentary throughout the whole thing, but once again, my thoughts are, chick, she hit a buzz beater. She was getting to the age that she can't compete no more. She found somebody that she go ahead and fool and just threw that bitch up. Half court buzzer beater. That bitch went in. Now she's straight. I want to have more kids, you know? I don't know, but y'all gotta let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.